Hi everyone! I am in beautiful Sedona, Arizona, and as you can see, there's Sylvie. Hey, say hi.
Hi!
We are hiking the Devil's Bridge Trail. We're going the easy way. And I don't know, this town is pretty wild. It's really wild. How do I look at the camera? Okay, cool. It's a very mystical place. There's these places here in Sedona that they call vortexes. Vortexi? What would you call that? Sylvie's being very quiet on this video.
Oh, it's not my video.
Well, it's partially your video too, if you like it to be. Well, vortexes. Yeah, so there's these vortexes, which are these
I didn't realize you were talking to me. I thought you were maybe like hypothetically talking to your audience.
Oh no, yeah, I think if I'm gonna ask a question to you, I'll just say, Sylvie, what do you think?
Yeah, make it more clear, because otherwise I was like, I don't want to interrupt your video.
Well, you wouldn't. No, this is part of it. This is part of our video. Because our videos, this video is the first kind of sort of collaboration that I've forced Sylvie to do with me without really asking her. But Sedona's really a magical place. Pretty much everyone here is at some other level of consciousness. The conversations that I've had, I met a guy on top of a vortex in Boynton Canyon who was playing a flute and giving out these heart-shaped clay rocks that he made for everyone, and every flute song he would dedicate to oneness or unconditional love. And I hiked and I climbed to the top of it and I sat there with him, and when you're sitting on top of a vortex, you feel this energy. I mean, you really feel connected with nature, and you feel sort of like this vibration. Like, I don't know if you've ever been to like a science fair. Like, I don't know, when you like put your hand on one of those static balls and all those like electric things come to it. That's kind of what it's like to be in the vortex. Oh my God, you're gonna see how out of shape I am. It is hard to talk and hike at the same time. Well,
Also why I'm not like...
that's totally fair. Yeah, so I wanted to make this video because there's something about this place. I mean, you just get a vibe here. The people are opening up to you left and right. They all kind of feel this energy, and they all also kind of subscribe to this idea that the true way of being is coming from a place of heart, not mind. And so everything that we do is very often guided by our thoughts and our minds and our plans and our ideas and our beliefs. But once you tap into this other inner guide, the inner gaze, really there's a lot that comes from the heart. And so the energy that comes from the heart is what connects us to everything around us. It connects us to nature, connects us to other individuals on our path, and it connects us more deeply with ourselves and our true desires and our true callings. And I don't know, people here are just not afraid to talk from the heart, which is a beautiful thing. And imagine what this would be like if New York City was, well, if New York City looked like this and had people having conversations about love and the universe and how we're all connected to one another. You know, maybe businesses wouldn't get a lot done, but every place that has a business here, I mean, it's still thriving. I mean, restaurants close at 9 p.m. and I don't understand why. But there's all these crystal shops and woo-woo things, and they do aura photos and psychic readings and healings and salt baths. And so if you're here to heal, there's a business for it, you know? And if you're here to just vegetate and be like, you know, nature, you can be nature. You can be in nature. I don't know if we're going the right way. Hold on.
I think we are. There's
I love it. We're hiking the wilderness, doing it up. I know. I'm kind of like, I'm going to have to rewatch this video just to remember the part of this hike.
It's really great. Because, you know, like yesterday we were hiking, but we were like just passing by like resorts while we were hiking.
Yeah, yesterday's hike was like, Sylvie was saying, it was beautiful, but it was kind of around the perimeter of a very overpriced resorts called Enchantments. Sorry, Enchantments, if you ever find this video, if I ever become famous, don't go to Enchantments, it's overpriced. Do whatever you want. We're staying in an RV, like off of this traffic circle loop, Morgan Road, but then there's like a trail on the other side of it. The stars last night were like beautiful. You could see the Milky Way galaxy. Like you could actually see the sprinkle of stars, stardust, and yeah, I mean, it's a place where you can literally fear your life when you're in the dark that a coyote might realistically jump out behind you and eat you. But maybe I have to alchemize that fear. Like, be one with the world. If a coyote eats me, then whatever, that's my energy exchange, I guess. Happy day! Oh my god, making a video on a mountain hiking is really hard. It's yeah, yesterday was kind of a cool day, and Sylvie and I didn't plan on this because we were hiking together for the first part. But then there was this like mountain scramble, kind of this like rock scramble to the right. And I was like, Sylvie, I gotta do this. She's like, go do it. And then I lost her for like 2 hours. She ended up hiking all the way to Boynton Canyon, and I went all the way to the top of the rock scramble and then realized I had to scoot down. And then after scooting down, I was like, all right, well, I can either meet her at the end of this trail, which is like another 2 miles, or you can go your own way, go your own way. So we had an independent hike together. Yeah, and what was really cool about it is that eventually, you know, in my mind I was like, I'm gonna telepathically tell Sylvie like, I'm all right, you know, and
Then I telepathically was like, Allie, we have to park a lot.
yeah, I was, but yeah, Sylvie was just saying, I don't know if you heard, she's like, I was telepathically telling Allie, meet at the parking lot. And that's what I was kind of telling her too. I was like, trying to imagine, I'm like, all right, well, let me know if my right hand itches, you're at the end of the trail. If my left hand itches, go back to the parking lot. And I ended up following my heart and going back to the parking lot. But before I went back to the parking lot, ended up taking a detour and here's the hiker.
Close to the Devil's Trail?
Yes, you're on the right trail.
We are on the right trail.
I know we're on the right trail, but I want to make sure we're like doing the easiest trail.
We're on the easy trail. This feels less than easy.
I know, but it's still pretty level compared to like the trail that
Yeah, this is definitely better than a rock trail. We're not like hiking a mountain. We don't need like ropes and stuff. But oh yeah, that's rock climbing. That's not hiking. Oh, I'm hiking up this mountain face. Oh man. Well, yeah, so I ended up meeting this guy in the Vortex, and he's quite out there. His name is Robert. He plays flute. He goes and climbs on top of this mountain, and he goes there every day, sometimes twice a day for the last 6 3/4 years. And he will play flute, and he'll give out these hearts, and he'll just talk to you about the oneness. And damn, conversation I was having with him was like we were speaking another language. Not literally, but a language of the world that most days you don't really get to see, feel, hear, or interact with. But I could feel as it's growing, as it's changing. It's just like more and more people with this vibration and this way of living from inside out. I'm coming into contact with more and more. So it was really great. And so yeah, telepathically, I couldn't necessarily tell Sylvie where to meet, but we ended up finding each other at the parking lot anyway. But you know, that could be also a coincidence because that's where we parked.
was a natural endpoint.
It ended up working out. But the cool thing is that neither of us were stressed about it, you know? We we were each kind of having our own time, and even though she watched her friend who doesn't really hike very often just decide to scale a mountain by herself, she wasn't really worried about me. I wasn't really worried about her. It was pretty low drums, which is great. That's great. I did feel like Sylvie was with me in her way, and I was a little bit with her, but we had to do our own thing, you know? And I originally had another idea for this video, but since we're hiking in beautiful Sedona and seeing nature, I figured I'd talk a little bit about the magic. A little bit about the magic.
Are you just saying video?
Yeah, I'm just taking a video of the trees. Yeah, shut your mind off. I think that's one thing you gotta do. Everyone lets their thoughts guide them. And it's not about, thoughts are important, yeah, because you kind of have to plan and set expectations and do that kind of stuff and prepare yourself if you are in a situation of danger. But to be guided from the heart is a trustful. It's like a trustful. You know, it's like one foot in front of the other. Just trust that wherever you're going, it's leading you to a place of new information that's going to help you expand more. And it's going to allow you to be open to whatever the universe has to provide you to keep you on your path. And your path is really all about unconditional love and achieving balance and understanding your purpose. Everyone has a purpose because we're this giant puzzle, and I keep hearing the same sort of thing, like we're all part of one verse, we're all part of the universe, we're all part of one note. So we all have unique quirks and tendencies and paths for a reason, and it's how we interact and teach each other and learn and grow that this puzzle becomes more complete, more whole. This picture is forming literally before our eyes, like every single day, and it's quite beautiful. Well, anyway, I think I'm gonna get back to walking with my feet. I've been trusting my heart to just not make me trip while I was taking this video, but I do want to take in the scenery and hang out with my buddy. So I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'll post this at some point when I have internet. And yeah, I mean, tonight we have a 6:10 flight tomorrow in the morning, and so we're gonna be driving at like 2 a.m. back to Phoenix tonight. So we're gonna have kind of like a long-ish night, but I'm sure I'll have more things to share with you guys when I'm back in New York City. Woo! Say bye, Sylvie.